Hi guys, welcome back to another Smashbooking session. It's been so long since I filmed a Smashbooking process video, but and I've actually had this one for a while, but I just have not had time to edit it and do the voiceover. But I finally got around to doing it, and yeah, so I hope you guys like this one. So this Smashbooking session has a lot to do with Halloween. I made a Halloween mini album which has a majority of my photos in there. So what I'm Smashbooking today or in this session is kind of like the stuff that didn't make it into my October album, or just leftover pictures, or pictures that I had duplicates of for whatever reason. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see me smashing right now. And what I'm doing is making a corner pocket, because I love that background paper. If you see it, it looks so spooky, mysterious, and when I first flipped through the Smashbook, I instantly knew. I was like, this has to be for Halloween. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. I wish I had a lot of ideas I wanted to do with this particular paper, but it didn't happen. I was just I just got busy, and I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna use it for smashing Halloween, so it was fine. So yeah, and for Halloween we went to Universal Studios, and those little like pinkish purplish tickets right there are from the Universal Studios. When we went, it was they give you tickets to wait in line, and I really wanted to keep them, but like the thing is you wait in line, they give you a ticket, and you have to have a ticket in order to go into the maze. That's kind of like how they make sure people aren't cutting the line. And I wanted them because they say Universal Studios on them, and when I was like sad we had to give them back, I was like, oh, I can't just keep them. I asked the lady who was taking them, like on all the majors, like, oh no, you have to give them back because it prevents people cutting lines. So I'm like, oh. And thankfully at the end of the night, like, my boyfriend randomly found two on the floor, so I was so happy. So yeah, so that's what I was smashing there. And then I just have like the map of the park that I do my journaling on. I use the Michael's notepad, which is so cute, the one that says spiders, spells, and spooks. I think it's really adorable. So I just did my journaling on there, and then I'm basically this little star stamp. It's at 4 out of stars, and I basically rate the mazes that we went on. And I think there was 6 mazes, if I'm counting right, 6, maybe 7. And like the best was the maze that's called This Is the End. It's like a movie with, I don't know, it's from the people with Pineapple Express. I've never seen Pineapple Express. I was like, this from like all those kind of like, you know how the guys play like the same characters. I've only watched This Is the End, and that movie's hilarious, and the maze was amazing. I've never seen like a haunted house maze like that before. It was so funny. They did scare me one time, but it's not really like a scary maze. It's just really cool, and it's a 3D maze, which is so crazy. But I really like that maze a lot. And yeah, and so this is just an extra picture that I had. This was our parking, like, you know how they tell you where you parked. So, and I didn't want to cover up the Curious George because we parked in the Curious George parking lot. So I kind of want to keep that in there. So that's how come you saw me cut down that washi tape. And then I'm just going to glue the picture kind of right below it and to the left of the Curious George, so I don't cover that up. I know, it's just something I wanted to do. the silly things we do sometimes. And then those little blue wristbands are, we got in early. We had early admission into the park that night, and so that's also how you have to wear that, so they differentiate between the people who had the day admission versus the people who are there for the Halloween Horror Nights. So that's what we had there. And I love American Craft, the Slick Rider pins, for this particular reason, because those wristbands are very glossy, and those Slick Rider pins ride on anything that's slick, like the slick surface, and they don't smudge, they don't smear. And for me being a left-hander, that is very important, because a lot of times when we write, we cover up immediately what we're writing, and for those pins, like, they don't smear, so I don't ever have to worry about smudging the work because they dry instantly. And that's how come I love them so much. Like, they're a godsend for left-handers, like for anybody, but particularly for left-handed people. It's just, I love those pins so much. Yeah, and so then now I use my Pentel Gold paint pen to just write on those 3D glasses those are the glasses you wore when you went through the This Is the End maze, because it's a 3D, so you need the 3D glasses. And so I kept the glasses, of course, and I just wrote how that was like the most amazing maze ever. And yeah, and so I'm just journaling again on this little like page, or this little label that I got on Michaels. I really like those labels that the Michaels had, and I'm just writing about it. I like This Is the End, and then they also had like the horror train, you know, like where you do like the studio tour. Basically, they drop you off there, and you basically, it's like the plurge style where you walk through it, and that's really cool because normally you're not allowed to walk in there, but you're allowed to during that night. So it's really cool. And then I just add some a ghost glittery sticker, and then I really like those flocked bats that Target had for only $1. I really like them. And I was only going to do 2 on the left hand page, but then I was like, I kind of want to bring in the right side of the page, so then I added a 3rd bat right there to that little heart. And that's just a little note. That heart little sticky note is just a little note that my mom gave me when she gave me some little cute little Halloween knickknacks. So it just says like I love you or something like that. And then these are the Amy Tangerine transparent stickers, and I have been wanting to use them up forever. And they're so hard to use because they're very transparent, but I felt like they were very, I was able to utilize them very well here because kind of, you know, I wrote out a spooky night, you can kind of barely see it, and I kind of like the effect that I wanted to go for, like there was some fog or some mist in the back, so I thought they worked out nicely there. And then here I'm just ripping out some papers because they're just getting, my book is getting so thick right now. And I couldn't turn it, so I just ripped out a paper. And then this is just a little trick-or-treat bag that I got from one of my, from like a Happy Meal package that I participated in during the month of October. So my little SWAT buddy, she sent me some goodies in this little trick-or-treat bag, and I kind of wanted just to keep it to remind me of her because it was just really sweet of her. And as you can see, I had difficulties adhering down that little plastic bag because it is, you know, it's not like paper or anything like that. So I tried my Tombow adhesive first, and then I tried the extreme glue, and both of those it wasn't catching because it was just too of a slick surface, so it wasn't catching. So thankfully I had some double-sided tape that I used, and that worked out perfectly fine. And then this is just a picture of my nephew and his best friend when we took them downtown trick-or-treating, and that was just a spare photo that I had for whatever reason. And yeah, this is gonna be my last Smashbooking session video for 2015. It's 2016 now. It's New Year's Day that I'm doing the voiceover. I recorded this like 2 months ago, but I haven't gotten to doing the voiceover just because, you know, super busy. But yeah, so I'm gonna do, this is the last Smashbooking session that I'm gonna do, and then for 2015 I'm gonna do a flip through of my whole album when it's complete. I need to just finish up some couple of pages that I have to do, and then I'll do the flip through of that, and then you guys will start seeing my 2016 Smashbook series, which is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to Smashbook a little bit different. So yeah, hope you guys still enjoy the new way I'll start Smashbooking, and it's just like a trial run. So, and then this last portion of my Smashbooking session is just documenting the backpacking trip that me and my best friend did during the summertime. We went to Big Sur, and we did our very first backpacking trip. We stayed 3 days, 2 nights there, and it was, looking back, it's a lot of fun. When we were there, we were dying. It was like the hottest weekend of the summer. It was 100 degrees. When we went, it was so hot, and it was hard. Like, we were so out of shape. We were just terrible, yeah. And then here I'm just using the room key that they gave us because we stayed the night at one of, like, outside of Big Sur, and they just gave us the day key. So I just cut down a little journaling card and fit it in there, as well as our parking pass. And yeah, and I'm just using the washi tape that is like a newer washi tape that Hobby Lobby got in. I'm just using that because I had to use it, and I just wanted to, even though it doesn't really look that great, but oh well. Like, this whole page I was just kind of like done Smashbooking, but I kind of already started, so I wanted to finish it, so I just kind of slop things together. But that's okay, because that's what my Smashbook is. It's literally a catch-all. And I really like that branding strip that says bright idea, because that was kind of like the joke of our trip. We were like climbing up the mountain, and we were just like saying whose bright idea was it to go in the middle of the summer when we were out of shape and we did not pack right, we didn't pack enough food. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, it was perfect. And of course the idea was mine. But my friend forgives me, of course, right? That's what best friends are for. And yeah, so we're really excited. We're gonna do it again because we did enjoy it looking back on it. But when we were there, we were kind of miserable. And because of the bugs too, so many bugs. But yeah, so I just ended up using another piece of the Hobby Lobby washi tape on the bottom of the page, just because I wanted to use it. I had to use it. And then I fiddle with using this other washi tape to kind of like, I don't know, use like a little background tape to it, but it just didn't end up working out, so I just took it off. And I think that's pretty much what I do. I do put up another picture, and it drives me crazy because my Canon selfie, like sometimes like I'll make a collage photo together, and when I go to print it out, it doesn't format the 4x6 correctly, and so it prints it out all messed up. You'll see the picture right here, what I'm talking about. So it drives me crazy because then that picture is basically useless, and it's just such a waste of money, you know? Because the Canon selfie is pretty reasonable on photos, but at the same time it still costs, you know, every photo is like 30 cents. So like, see, here it is, it didn't format it right, so it's all sized weird, so I couldn't use it. So the only picture that was salvageable was this little 2x2. But it drives me insane that it does that. So if anybody knows of like how to prevent that, definitely let me know, because I've tried almost I feel like I've tried everything, but it still doesn't. I don't know, it does it every now and then. It drives me crazy. But so yeah, I just ended up using some random embellishments just to finish up the page. This isn't my best work, but it's documented, it's there, and yeah, that's what I don't really stress too much about it being perfect, looking beautiful, because like I said, my Smashbook really is my version of Project Life, and to me it's so simple because I just plop things on there, and if it looks decent, great, and I just kind of move on. So yeah, and yeah, I hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve, and thanks for watching, and I hope you guys look forward to my 2016 Smashbooking series, and take care of yourselves. Bye! Go.